Okay, let's go into the crystals now. In this crystals database, you have first this catalog view where it's showing all your crystals. You can see nice pictures of them and the name and the color like associated with them. Right now, we are going to the reference, okay? This is the part where I add the information. Once I add the information here, it all shows up in the catalog here. So let's go ahead and see. So you can add a picture of your crystal. I like to use the white background, but you can take any picture you want. I put the name of the crystal. I put what type of crystal it is, and you can change these categories to whatever you want. And I put the date I acquired that specific crystal, okay? Then I have the color. You have a bunch of colors here. And I put the use. So this specifically I am using in my lithomancy set. So that's why I put it here. I have one that I'm using as a pendulum. So you can put anything that you want here about how you're using that crystal specifically. And if you change, if you cleanse it and use it for something else, you can come here and change it as well. This is an automatic column that is getting the date you acquired and making calculations with the date from the current day and telling the age of this crystal in your possession. So for how long have you had this crystal? This one I have for 37 days, this one I have for 8 years, so it's automatic calculation. Once you put the date here, everything is calculated. And then I have size. I measure width and height. I put the price and I write here the shop that I got. I put it blank because I had the names of the local shops that I have, so I just erased them to this dashboard that I'm making available to you. And here I just get from my correspondence list what crystal is this, okay, so that I can get the correspondences for them. This again is automatic. At the time that you add the crystal here from the correspondence list, it shows up the correspondence for all of them here, okay? And let's say I didn't have an agate on my correspondence list. I didn't study the agate yet. So I can just put here, and let me write with 2 T's so that you can see, I don't have this agate with 2 T's. So I can just click here and it's going to create a new entry on the correspondence list. So let's pretend I just created the agate. Okay, let me add it here. So it created my new entry and then I can click here and it's going to open the correspondence and I can fill it in with what I know about this crystal. Okay, so if you getting a new crystal, you don't have to go to the correspondence and then come back here and then add the thing. You can add it here, just click on it and it's going to show the page with no information and you can fill it up in here directly. So it's very easy. Okay, so this is how it's working, and then once you add the crystal, it's going to start show up on your catalog here so you can have a view of all your crystals. Also, I put a filter here for use and for intention. So let's say I want to see a crystal for friendship, and I want to see the ones I am using for my lithomancy. Oh my god, lithomancy. Yes, so it's filtered only the crystals that are being used with the intention of friendship and that are being used for my lithomancy set. Okay, so I can just clean it to go back to the start view so everything shows, and that's how you use this specific dashboard to research. So maybe you want to do a spell into something specific like maybe self-love. So, well, we know rose quartz is a good option for that, but let's pretend you don't know a specific crystal. So you can come here and choose like love or self-love or some of the intentions that you put there on your intention list. Okay, so remember, this is all of the things that are on your intention list. In the next one, I'm going to show you how to use the emoji circles.